Being harassed online is something that happens to pretty much everyone on the internet. So this reporting from Kotaku is about as surprising as the sun rising in the morning. 74% of adults have been harassed while gaming online. Of course they have. Playing video games online is an intense experience, and this is only a surprise for the out-of-touch guys from the ADL, aka the Anti-Defamation League, aka people who don't really play video games and focus way too much on labeling memes and innocent gestures as white supremacist symbols. Check out this video for more details. So what are the revelations that this article brought up to the table? Thanks to a survey of over 1,000 people, 65% of players have experienced severe harassment, which includes physical threats, stalking, and sustained harassment while gaming online. 29% said that at some point they have been doxxed. A third of LGBTQ players believe that they were harassed because of their sexual orientation, something that you probably won't know unless you ask them or they explicitly said that they are. Some of the non-white people got harassed because of their ethnicity. Women were the most harassed demographic because they're the most identifying voice in games, with nearly 40% harassment based on gender. So from this piece of revelatory news, we can extrapolate that people get harassed on the internet when playing video games for one reason after another. In other news, the sky is blue, the grass is green, and I will thank all my sponsors who donated to me through many means. You can check them out, links down below. Also, huge thanks to Keith and Prifa for the pledges on Patreon. You are fantastic. So why would ADL come into the unpredictable wild wasteland of online gaming space? Well, it turns out because no other similar organizations did. I wonder why, ADL. Maybe it's because people's behaviors online are unpredictable. The associate director of ADL, Daniel Kelly, said that games haven't caught up with online services in terms of their approach to dealing with harassment. Yes, they have. It's called a mute button. Then the article talks about how the most shocking revelation is how often gamers encounter extremists or white supremacist talk in games. That's not news, Kotaku and ADL. This article talked about it on March, and it was also BS then. But that's not the most idiotic part. The most idiotic part was ADL suggesting that ESRB step in to reconsider the rating system. I know that not a lot of you people in ADL are gamers, so you guys probably don't see these kinds of warnings that always pop up in games that have multiplayer, where it explicitly stated that online interactions are not rated by the ESRB. This warning also appears behind the box of every video game rated by the ESRB that lets you to play online. They're not rating online interactions because people in online sphere are unpredictable. The game's content is predictable, but the online interaction isn't. The associate director then said that Fortnite is a T-rated game, but 70% of folks are experiencing harassment. Of course they did, because once again, online interactions not rated by the ESRB, and people are jerks online in general. It's almost as if you don't understand how people in online sphere behave. He continues, it's important to call out the behaviors that are not normal, and it's not acceptable to tell someone to kill themselves. It's not a part of the values that we want to enshrine in this growing medium. Of course not, Mr. Kelly. We want everything in life to be all peaceful and hunky-dory, but the harsh reality is that real life isn't all peaceful and hunky-dory. I welcome you to try to change that the same way I welcome you to try to take a hopscotch here.